Hi everyone, it's Patty Rice, owner and president of Executive Search Dating, Vancouver's #1 personalized matchmaking service. Today's subject is finding your perfect match. So we're going to talk about 5 things, which are things that you can do in your own dating life that are going to increase the chances that you'll actually meet somebody that's a great match for you. Point number 1 is something I'm going to refer to as be limitless. There tends to be a lot of focus out there on one method of meeting people over the other. For example, online dating versus using a personalized matchmaking service versus going to events versus meeting people through friends. What I would propose and suggest to you is that try not to limit yourself to only one method. I think ultimately there are always going to be a different group of people depending on which method you're going on. And so try to, if not necessarily all the methods, but definitely try to do as many as you can. I think that'll basically open up more possibilities for you. Number 2 is mix it up. Now, what I mean by mix it up is, having said that you should try different methods, what I would not suggest is trying to do them all at the same time, because ultimately that will probably make you so busy dating people that you're probably not going to be as focused and as serious as you really should be insofar as finding somebody that you hope will be your perfect match. So yes, try a lot of different methods, or try certainly different methods, particularly if you're using one method that hasn't worked for you. But I wouldn't propose doing all the methods at the same time. Make sure that you're giving yourself enough time to really focus on the people you are meeting. Number 3 is people skills. One thing you should never forget when it comes to matchmaking and finding your perfect match is the single most important element of meeting somebody is actually meeting them in person. Particularly for those of you that are out there doing a lot of online dating, always prioritize meeting people in person, and make sure that your own personal skills are up to par. Make sure that you're smiling and positive, that you have some interesting things to talk about on your date, and some of the other tips that we've talked about in previous newsletters as well, which you can find on our YouTube channel. Number 4, be that special someone that you're looking for. What I mean by that is sometimes we tend to put a little bit too much focus on finding your perfect match, your special someone, and all the qualities that you're looking for in them. But one thing to never forget is you really need to be putting off those signals yourself. So if you're somebody that's really focused on meeting somebody for a relationship and not just something casual, then be reliable and make sure that when you make a date, you stick to it, and make sure that you're someone who really listens on a date and somebody who follows up. If you say you're going to call somebody the next day, then do so. So really, by sending out the signals that you're serious about finding somebody and finding a perfect match, that will ultimately really increase the chances of actually attracting people who might in fact be your perfect match. So kind of turn it around. As opposed to just focused on the other person, try to do some work on yourself and make sure that your own people skills are up to par as well. Number 5, last but not least, is the fact that opposites don't attract. What matchmakers will tell you is that your best chance of meeting somebody you really connect with is actually to find somebody with whom you share a lot of things in common, things that are important. That's not to say that, from time to time you can meet somebody who's quite different, and we've certainly had many relationships and marriages from all kinds of people, including people that were quite different. But as a general rule of thumb, I think you should be looking for somebody with whom you share some important things. If you're both very active people, if you like travel, if you're people that love really deep conversation, if you're family oriented, some of these really important things that are important for you. Ultimately, the more of these that you have in the person that you're looking for, I think the higher the chances will be that you will connect, and hopefully with a bit of chemistry that can turn into a long-term relationship. Okay, so those are 5 ways that you can increase your chances of finding your perfect match. Good luck with that. We'll talk to you soon. In the meantime, take care.